The weight always matters. I am sure that you have heard me saying this before. In this video, I'm going to share my opinion on this topic. Stay with me. Welcome back. If you don't know me, my name is Pavlin and I'm a motorcycle traveler. In this channel, I usually upload anything related to long motorcycle trips, so you might consider subscribing. Back to the topic. What is the ideal weight of an adventure motorcycle? This topic is very sensitive for many motorcycle travelers, especially for those who has really heavy motorcycles. So I will try to be as objective as possible, but even so, I expect many of you to bet that I will suggest to pick the lightest motorcycle on the market, but I will disappoint you once again, or I will risk to disappoint you, and I will show you a different perspective or different angle to see the whole picture. The very first question that you need to ask yourself is for what the motorcycle will be used for. Based on the honest answer, you'll be able to make the right or at least a decent choice. And of course, you always need to keep in mind that there is no one universal motorcycle that will perform well in any kind of conditions. This is a myth. I have one very interesting video on this topic, and if you haven't already, you can watch it here. Oh, Pavlin, please stop this stupid diplomatic speech and tell me straight away, what is the ideal weight? I'm sorry, my friend, but the ideal weight is different for everyone. Let me explain to you. If you're with my size or bigger, I am 185 centimeters or little above 6 foot, it is obvious that the famous Honda CRF 250 is not going to be the right choice for you, despite that it's a lightweight and has very good suspension. It is the same with the most well-known DR 650. I tried this motorcycle many times before, and I'm telling you guys, it is extremely uncomfortable for me. Yes, it is light, but to be converted to a real travel machine, you have to make a lot of changes, you have to add a lot of stuff, and finally it's not going to be that weight and still uncomfortable, at least for me. The opinion of others is always subjective, and I am not an exception. So what is the right or the ideal weight for an adventure motorcycle? Well guys, I can tell you what I think about it, or what is the ideal weight for me. But you have to keep in mind some very important details. I travel alone, without passenger, with a minimum luggage, and sometimes I prefer to have some dirt roads. This automatically removes any motorcycle over 200 kilograms, at least for me. Hold on, Pavlin, you just said 200 kilograms and nothing above, but the new Tenere is already 206. Yes, that's correct. Regarding to the specifications, the new Tenere is 206 kilograms. But I said 200 as a reference point, and I'm not going to measure each and every one of the kilograms. I can have a little bit heavier motorcycle. I can make a compromise if I am able to lift it alone without any help. So this is very, very important, to be able to lift your bike alone. And also you have to be able to do it a number of times, not only once. The footage that I just used was from one of my old videos, but I don't want to drop the motorcycle again. You're a good friend. I don't want to punch you in the face without any reason. As I said guys, I will ignore everything over 200 kilograms, but what about if the motorcycle is lighter? Something like 150, 160 kilograms and more dirt orientated. Well, in my opinion, this is not a good option either. I will play you a short video now, but keep in mind that we are talking about an adventure motorcycle, a travel motorcycle, which eventually means that you have to spend thousands of kilometers on the roads, on the asphalt roads, and finally get to the destination you want. We're not talking about a motorcycle for a weekend fun, where you will get it and you'll ride 50, 100 or 200 kilometers and then back home. So, you know, I'm 185 centimeters, little above 6 foot, and I have perfectly flat feet on the ground. What I don't like is the position of the handlebar, because now when I grab it, the handlebar is too close to my body and it is too low. Too close and too low. So based on the position at the moment, my experience with the bike never been so good, because the position is not good.
The seat is like a hill, not good at all. And this is model 2018. So it is easily go to 120 kilometers per hour, like I am doing now. You can see the speed meter here. But it has a lot of vibrations, and it's not only the vibrations, it's the instability of the bike, mostly created because of its own weight. It's only 160 kilograms.
I guess that now you're even more confused, but as I said in the beginning of the video, only you're the person who know what exactly you need based on the trips that you plan to make. Anyway, let's finally make some conclusions. The ideal weight of an adventure motorcycle is different for everyone, and it depends from many circumstances. The things that you have to remember now are: it should be heavy or light enough to carry you, your luggage, and your passenger, if you have one, in a decent comfort. In the case of accident, or if you drop the bike, you should be able to lift it alone. And don't even think that it's not going to happen, because sooner or later it will. And the final is that the motorcycle, it doesn't matter heavy or light, big or small, is there to help you complete the trip successfully. It is a tool. The travel is what really matters. Maybe it's the best tool that you ever had, but it doesn't change the fact that it is a tool. If any of these requirements is not met, you have to make many compromises. It might be with the route, it might be with your comfort, but in the worst scenario, it's going to be with your safety. I hope this information will help at least to one person to make the right choice. If you want to learn more about long motorcycle trips, check the rest of the videos in the channel. I have more than 700. If you want to learn but you don't have the time, you might consider joining my online course. Over there, for just 8 hours, you're gonna learn the most important things and you can start traveling. Of course, when this pandemic finally is over. Always ride safe and see you next time. Ciao.